brings me to tears. Sometimes I still wonder what went wrong. If you think of me, if you long to, for a friendship that compares to the one we had, seems so silly. After all these years, thinking of you, my friend, still brings me to tears.
Hey there, hi there, how's it going? We are here, back again, and let me make sure that I've got, yep, that sounds right, or at least I assume it sounds right. Anyway, we're here, we're doing it live, and, yeah, back in Metal Gear Solid. And we've reached a point of no return, so to speak. I'm probably beating Solid 2 today, honestly. It's taken me longer than it probably should have, but who cares? I'm not here to be like super pro man at playing video games. Anyway, enough preamble. Let's go. Let's get into it because we can. Uh-huh.
Is he still alive? He was when Olga brought him in. I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy.
Really then?
NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database.
I wonder if that has to do with the fact that we're Foxhound.
From a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man. Wake him up.
My apologies. Reaching for something that I should have had already. So anyway, how's it going? How is everyone? Beautiful.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper.
Oh? Jack the whom?
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown.
Ah!
High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
Alright, I just had to hold my breath. So that's good.
This is my son. I taught him everything.
Oh, did you now?
Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
You know me?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me.
I don't think that's true. I underwent VR training.
A civil war. You were one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
I mean, who's they? But anyway, we'll get over that.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them.
I know I shouldn't do that on stream.
Happening again?
Could it be that
Well,
he's
stop.
here too?
Anyway. Let's see if I have to
In
sign
another
in.
hour,
Chat
we'll
again.
demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
This situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Where am I?
Why, inside Arsenal gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses. I'll take this.
Much better.
You
Okay.
don't need this anymore, do you? A foul wind is blowing.
No, I
We shall
don't
speak
have
again.
time. Okay. I've been way too distracted by
Don't
my
move.
phone recently, and
Stay as you are.
I'm trying to take steps to
We're being
alleviate
monitored by
that,
a
but you
camera.
know, it happens.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No.
That
I
is
was
also
just
her.
a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No. The Patriots.
What?
I'm just gonna take these off. They're
deceived
doing
my
nothing.
Troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started
no.
2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go. So we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Russian mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month, they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake?
I mean, yeah, that is his opinion.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives. 2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I
No.
only found out the truth shortly before this,
Huh?
when I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake.
That sounds about right.
So you joined hands with him to pay back a debt.
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain.
My job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
So you did it all for your child. But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for
Indeed.
what purpose?
Hans.
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
Alright, so now the most entertaining sneaking mission I have ever taken a part in.
The passageway ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No, even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Okay. So, now. We get all that. Olga's working with the Patriots. We are too. The virus doesn't seem to have worked, even though it got to 90%. And we just got punched in the gut.
Jack, are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was just...
That's about right.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was. But I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
Yeah.
It wasn't your fault.
If I
Solidus
survived
put a
the
gun in
day's
his hand.
fight, I was
George
praised,
Sears
fed,
in
and
the
had a bed
80s.
to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK, but I'm not even sure of that.
That sounds about right, though.
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
Still a reality
We
all
show
over the
Hollywood
fucking
action
world.
Films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training.
Ugh.
They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controllable.
Oh my god!
Rose is absolutely the
When the
middle-aged
Civil War
white bitch,
ended,
or the,
those
you
of
know,
us who survived were
suburban
taken
white
in
kid
by
who never knows
NGOs.
anything about
They
any
gave
of
me a
this.
new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares
Absolutely.
every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No. No.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past.
Which is why I've done my best to make sure that I knock everyone out that I can.
Now I
Gotten
know
quite a
why
few
you
alerts.
chose
I'm not
me.
exactly skilled, but, you know,
No
sometimes
one
it
can
works.
Take him on. Take him down. Except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better.
Oh,
And
hey,
I'll share in
contact
your past if
hypothesis.
that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
I mean, but
I
you're already
accept
sharing
the
it now,
good
and it's
the
making
bad,
things better.
Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to share my past with anyone.
Well,
just
I
want to
appreciate
forget
that
about
you're
it.
offering, but,
Jack, I haven't told you.
no.
You know, about what I've done.
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack,
But I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married, but I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
Well,
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
you could start a family and not redo the sins of your father. Not the point. Okay, so, time to do all the things we can. Which isn't a lot, but we do need that medicine, because we can catch a cold. Okay, that's not gonna let me out. How about over here? Nope, nothing here. And this way is gonna be the way. Alright. Luckily, we don't get to see anything, but yes, we do have 18 plus, because, for now, we are running around with nothing on. The first of many.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked.
All Lighting has
especially
done
in
a
this temperature.
tremendous
That's
job
true.
throughout the
You won't be able to
entirety
attack
of
or
this
enter the hanging
entire...
mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal
He's
intact.
been
Colonel,
incredibly
are you gonna release
monotonous.
the
He's
Patriots?
been emotionless and a bunch of other
That
things.
is,
He has
mission
been
is to
amazing
infiltrate the
in this
structure and
game
disarm the
to
terrorists.
signal
My
this twist.
role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
Alright. I can't attack right now, but it's fine. I can't climb either, so I do need to find a way out. Behind that guy? Fine. If we have to die here, we have to die here. And that's fine. We'll get past again. Damn.
Come in.
Guy was fucking just jamming his fucking foot in the back of our dead ass head. Please don't. Okay, good. No call again. But this is where we start to receive tons of weird-ass codec calls. Alright, we'll go up here instead.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
Okay.
With you.
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky, to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
Let's answer the next one. Why not?
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
What do you want now?
Infiltrate the enemy fortress, Outer Heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
Okay. Later.
What was that just now?
Okay, and I made it across.
Variety level 13. Rescue Meryl, the return of Ginola.
This game's so stupid sometimes. I love it. I don't know exactly where I'm going.
It's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey rock. I need scissors. 61.
Hey, it's the meme. Where am I supposed to be going right now? I'm gonna run away. I didn't think he'd see me. Alright, we made it. That's all that matters, is that we made it. What's good, Wisdom? We're here, we're doing the thing. We just saw the meme. So, we'll continue on.
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have
I mean, I
anything
just
else to
started.
do with your time?
But yeah, no, Paul Eiding has been playing the Colonel very monotonously to give this little turn, like, so much stuff. It's so good.
Your mission is to infiltrate the Fortress Galluade, rescue the hostages, and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete.
I think that's from Ghost Babel. Okay, can't go through there. What do you want? Most of the time, if you're just playing the game, I believe those are, hey, look at our radar. Oh, and we're nude, so, you know. All the good things. Oh, yeah. So, it turns out
or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When
that,
it's a good idea to wear gloves.
that Colonel Campbell is a actual AI.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but
Let's just call Snake real quick. Because we're in, I believe, the right space. We just need to find an exit that'll let us out. I'll answer a few more calls.
North American fall webworm in my past life. Ah, those were the good old days. What were you in your former life?
Okay, that one's too good to leave up, or to pass up. All right, brilliant.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code.
All right then. And yeah, we've got our still 3-hit combo there.
You got a PSG-1? You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Hurry up and save Merrill.
Okay, I really cannot exit this area. Got it. Alright, let's see if we can punch our way through. No. Okay. So now that I'm trapped in here...
Really bad shape financially. I pay money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement, among other bills. I just had no choice but to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry.
Nice. Nice.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence.
And here we go.
I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an
Here's
eye
the
on me.
big secret.
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone.
Oh,
Like what I felt for you.
so that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over
Oof.
my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
Well,
What I
no,
really
she did say
wanted
she
was for
legitimately
you to
loves you.
see
What the
the
fuck
real
are...
me.
Come on, get over yourself.
Play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end, too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I
But at
was
least it would
acting
seem.
because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that?
Ugh.
It's okay.
I mean, it is
You
hard
had
to
your
believe.
reasons,
I'll give him
right?
that one.
Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying. I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose, what's going on?
Great question.
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long?
I mean, not too long. I can hold it in both hands.
Where's my gear?
Right over there.
I mean, I guess it is cold. You can't see the breath, so...
That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there. Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
It might have been.
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Yeah. Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
And now we get the high-frequency blade. Which plays a little too much like Too Human.
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades.
And I believe it has a stun variant.
Move the right analog stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
Okay. Alright, let's do this and... Alright, and then like that, and we just run. So yeah, let's go ahead and take the medicine. Nope, we don't have the cold. Cool. Then we're here. Yeah, we can technically practice on Snake, but there's no reason to. Okay. And we are using the back of the blade so that we do not kill anybody with blade. Do I have to try and hit Snake?
Raiden, where do you think you're aiming?
Okay, wasn't exactly expecting that, but, nice. Do I just go out the way that I came? Nope, okay.
Come on, time to go. If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
I love how that's actually a
Snake.
thing, too. Like,
What?
Snake with the infinite ammo headband. So good.
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit. Just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever. And we're not in
Right
this
there.
to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you
Absolutely.
and Otacon fighting for?
A future? You can stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Snake, right here. Spitting wisdom. I apologize, Wisdom.
Find something
He had
to
you in
believe
his mouth.
And find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you alright?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this Colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Okay. I don't know what Otacon's actually good for here, but... Oh, I was trying to block block bullets. I know. I'm sorry, dude.
What's going on? Raiden! Raiden!
Let's go ahead and equip the rations that way. Wait, are thrusts always fatal? Oh, fuck. I think I killed the dude.
Raiden, catch!
Yeah, I think thrusts are always fatal. Alright, kill me. Hey, hey asshole. Oh, come on. One more. Thank you.
Raiden, respond.
Well, I mean,
Raiden, Raiden.
if you want, just I don't think that it's a bad thing. I think Snake's a very discerning gentleman. I've never seen them fall before like that. Oh yeah, quiz is still going on for the Saturday game. If anybody wants to throw that in, you can. I know Wisdom you already voted once, but yeah, again, the polls are intentionally left half busted. Yeah, you can't just sit here and let Snake take care of, like, most of things. If someone with a blade shows up, you kind of have to be there to do whatever, but, like... Alright, now we're gonna heal up. I mean, yes, I know I could just use a ration, but they gave me a free way to do it.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Oh, hooray.
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called G.
Oh, nice.
What the
Glad
hell does this mean?
glad to get an answer.
It means
Thanks for hitting that up, Truco Jack.
That's impossible.
the colonel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation
Yeah,
of your
no.
own nanomachines.
Really nice,
The
really
colonel
good
is,
looking
in
brown
part,
rat with a white
your
on
own
white on the
creation,
torso.
cobbled together from
Yeah, no,
expectations.
it was just a good
That's
line
crazy.
from
But
the
it's
decaying
probably
kernel,
true.
so I just threw it
The
in.
virus may be starting to affect GW.
I'm glad
This
somebody
would
actually
explain
took the
colonel's
initiative.
behavior.
Super
It was
good.
all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden,
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me.
That was
Not an
probably
illusion.
a cat or something, but it doesn't matter.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Oh, it's just me finishing Metal Gear Solid 2. That's really it.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in
Yeah,
It's a
as
trap.
casual as I can for like a game that I've beaten like 4 or 5 times.
Snake.
It's a trap.
So yeah,
Since
just
the Colonel
just
doesn't
playing
exist,
casual,
there's
just
no way
doing
he
the
can
thing,
take Rose
trying to beat,
hostage.
Yeah.
not doing
you're
much.
right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
No. Raiden, pick yourself up, my guy. Don't become that Jack the Ripper shit again. That's not the way you work. I'm trying not to kill anybody, but I know that I've probably killed a few people, like, on stream. But, you know, doing all the things. I definitely do get alerts. And I've accidentally headshotted people coming out of fucking, coming out of cutscenes, so... Snake, why are you shooting him? Why am I swinging that way? I've aimed the other way. Okay, yep. Vision mailed. Yep. And yes, you can actually kill, or, like, get a game over here because you can hit, the emit button. So be careful with the O button right now. Ugh. That's fine. No one's under obligations to do anything, and I've got the rest of the play on YouTube, so if you want to, like, look back, all good. Otherwise... Oh, no, he died! I don't think I did that, but... Snake, you are way too bullet happy for a person who tries to do everything no kill. Alright, I don't know what's going on there. Okay, it's fine. This is the final Arsenal gear, spots. Yeah, Vision mailed. So the final Arsenal gear fights are just, like, a few hallways. First you start out with your gear taken and no fucking clothes on a, like, big cross with the tasteful nudity. Then they give you the big fake-outs. And the big fake-outs are whenever the Colonel starts calling you and starts saying the weird shit while you're naked and you're trying to sneak through a space. You get everything back, get the high-frequency blade, come through here, and this is where the start, or where the, fake game over screens start happening. And so instead of mission failed, it's vision mailed. And emit, and you can't select continue because your D-pad doesn't work that way. So you can actually get a full game over by hitting emit and going back to the start of that entire, like, section. It's super good. I love it. Twist better than Fight Club.
You go on ahead. You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
Poor girl.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
It's so good.
I don't know what your group's been through.
Just like how Snake actually points to his bandana and says infinite ammo. Fucking great. It's ridiculous.
You think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here.
Now I get to face off against 25 Metal Gears. Well, I mean, I've played all sorts of different games, especially on stream, but, like, I've been playing, Elden Ring on Fridays for, like, the longest time. That's gonna be my longest series yet. And then I've got, Wednesday is gonna be Mass Effect, so that's gonna be coming in. I've played, Shadow Hearts, I've played Live a Live, I've played a bunch of different ones, like, honestly. I play everything.
Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire.
Like, I've even been known to play MLB and, fucking, NFL games, like, just not on stream, because usually they have copyrighted music.
It's a development program to artificially reproduce.
There is a, there's going to be a, poll in chat if you haven't seen it already, for the game that's taking over the Saturday stream space, because that was, Digimon World. So if you have a choice, please, by all means, do that, or if you want, exclamation mark twit poll, we'll bring that up as well.
Made use of you, and their plan, too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks.
Yeah.
I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait.
So the raids are actually really easy if you do it right.
Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was
It's like a tower defense, so you want to stay kind of like at the back, like right around here. That way you have space to move, and then you aim for one leg, and then you hit the mouth. One leg, mouth. One leg, mouth. That way they can't really get close to you.
No more games, Raiden.
I mean, yeah.
At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now. I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. But now, you should...
Because you don't expect it to do, like, everything that it does, and there are so fucking many of them. They just keep coming. Luckily, there's a infinitely spawning ration and stinger missiles, so, like, just stay around there and make sure that you dodge every now and then to get the thing and use your stinger missiles to hit the big glowing water jet point with, everything. They're gonna be getting in on right now. I'm from California, actually. Okay, now I can start, Alright, I cannot stop moving for the life of me right now, which is what I need to do for that. Alright, and now do I have some time? Fine. One down, or one hit. Yeah, so not doing well. Because I know that I need to, like, bait out the right attacks, and it's just not easy. One down. Oof, not good. Alright, now I just gotta get behind. Not what I wanted. Fine. Whew. This is just like normal. I'm not on like any sort of hard difficulty. Alright, fine. This is bad. Appreciate it, because I do too. I just need to get the right timing. Because each one of these can be done in like threes, so it won't be that hard once I can get to okay, fours then. Oh, I missed? Alright, fine. One down. Alright, Stinger missiles. Ration. Cool. Fine. Fine. I'll take that. Good. Another one hit. Alright, just gotta get in the pattern. Give me your head. Boom, headshot. Alright, oh, I missed. That's fine. It's fine. I need to get back towards the center, because the center's where the ration respawns. Or is that the ration now? Stinger missiles. There's more Stinger missiles there. No ration. Cool. Ooh. Okay. Well, I can do this. I've gotten a better grip on it. I've just I fucked up, which is fine. It happens. So okay. I actually need to charge. Thank you. Alright, there's that. One down. And yes, you don't actually have to shoot the legs, but if you do, it makes things a lot easier. You're right, I can do this. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Wow, okay. Ration and a half, I guess. I didn't want that! Good, one ray down. Okay, come on. Bullshit. Alright, good. Another one down. Brought you in. Fuck you up. Alright, we got another hit to go. Alright, we'll run between his legs to pick up everything. Good, another one down. Good, got him. Good. Next one. Fine. Alright, gotta run. Gotta run. Another one down. Good, we did it. Took him out. And we're about to get to Solidus. So yeah, we're gonna finish this today. Hooray! wonder if I can get Ghost Babble or some other thing. I've got Acid 2 waiting in the wings too, but
More fight than that, Jack.
right? We did it. And here's our cyborg ninja friend to help us out.
Decided to show
Olga, don't do this. They'll know.
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide.
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me.
Yep,
So many
that's
dead,
it.
And they all died trusting you. Weren't they your
That is
comrades?
all correct.
No, not just comrades. Family. I know I'm going to help, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
Poor Olga. Yeah, he fucking had a P90. Don't know why he had a P90, but he did. And he broke her back. Well, never mind. Shot her in the head. Didn't see that part, but it looked like she broke her back. But, it's fine.
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off. What's going on?
Oh, you know that worm that we uploaded?
GW, it's out of control. What?
Yeah, it's having more effects than you think. Now, the next fight's gonna be difficult, but not more difficult than this fight. This fight was actually the hardest thing in this game.
I'm reading an abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
Sorry, things from 4 making me laugh right now.
It's on an emergency ascent course.
Stupid machines!
I don't know why he had to bulge his muscles out to be able to shoot like that, but yeah, I guess that's what you have to do. We had to use a Stinger missile launcher. He did that shit with a P90. Suppose that shows the gap in our skill.
You still have some use.
I've captured
tortured snake.
Snake?
Bring him in.
And yes, Snake is here. He is, in fact, around. Yeah, we'll save. On memory card slot 1, we'll save in this file. Nice. We've done it. We're here.
Are you awake
We're
yet, Jack?
at the end.
GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair.
The
I
final
admit that I
boss.
underestimated you.
The man at the end of the road. George Sears.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead.
Or
my
Solidus
son.
Snake. I should actually be pointing this way. Even though my monitor's over here. I was too slow.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
I nearly died.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
I mean, yeah.
Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
Good question.
A list of names of the Patriots.
Ooh.
They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with
I wonder what
GW
was on
and
that disc
Arsenal.
that Emma wrote that was
means the
so
information
big
they want
and
to
needed to
filter
be
out
cancelled.
Is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one.
That sounds about
While
right.
we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
I mean, that's what he does.
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First
Okay,
things
I have
first.
no idea why everything's so dark.
Of course.
But it
That
has
was what you
always been
wanted.
this way.
I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Oh, that he knows the secret.
Usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking
She's the
about?
last loose end.
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated
nice.
recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Here we go.
Ames and the president's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well.
By giving her an identical
As for the
exosuit.
president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part.
Got
As for the
shot
computer
by
virus,
Ocelot.
It's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW.
Yep.
Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing.
Can't make
If
an
the boy
omelet
had
after all.
allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What
Laugh
do you mean?
and grow fat.
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience.
Well, I mean, he also did have, like, years of combat training beforehand, but...
And this training kernel would provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus.
Turn the game off,
The boy
it
was
said.
selected because your relationship resembles the one between
You've been
Snake
playing long
and
enough,
Big Boss.
it said.
Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred.
Good.
And you
Good.
opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
Your anger has made you strong.
Orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake.
It was arguably the only reason that this mission worked out in the first place.
Who sent for you?
All our misfortune was just a part of their project?
He was the first person to be able to shoot her. Man, I wonder what happened.
How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your dead cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
So yeah, that railgun
No.
was a big ol'
You
electromagnetic
ended up as
field
the tragic
generator.
heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you.
That kept her
Pure
alive.
Self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Man, the
Thought I got her in the
Patriots fucked up. Just super fucked up. How do you...
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Didn't you hear what he just said? Solidus? I love how like legit mad and dumb fucking they make Solidus look just throughout this entire game. Everything, literally everything stolen from him. In the art of a simulation to turn his adopted child into his murderer.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is
In a
retrieve
recreation of Solid Snake.
and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Because a shadowy group of corporate individuals who got wealthy off of a legacy that was not theirs could keep themselves secret. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 is fucking just great.
How's this then?
Explains exactly how Nazis took over the U.S.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down!
All but one, who is shielding everyone like Jack in the fucking end of Mass Effect 2.
What the? Impossible!
Yeah, by the way, don't use Miranda at the end of Mass Effect 2. She is definitely not powerful enough. She fucking believes she is, but no, she ain't shit. Fucking hate Miranda so much. And they expect you to fucking like her and want to work with her. No.
Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
I love how psychic powers are also just legit a thing in Metal Gear universe.
Damn!
I don't know why he had to unload all the payload Ray had into that, but I mean, it is what... It's Ocelot's fucking... It's Ocelot. Metal Gear Solid 4 is such a good game and makes me so disappointed with 5. Sorry. Don't mean to... Metal Gear Solid 2 brings out the worst in me because it's the game that really does lead into, like, the best that Metal Gear has to offer. It's the one that a lot of people don't like, but it is probably the best game in the series because of how it links into fucking 3 and 4.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
You know...
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss.
Kalashowska, you are too good. The hero that the Metal Gear Solid Metal Gear franchise needed, and honestly, you shouldn't have been in 5.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Because if they just had Miller, like, pick you up and do all the things, it would be so much better than if you than having Ocelot there to train your dog and shit. Like having the war veteran fucking, like, not Ocelot himself, but like Ocelot, a returning person from the thing, like a paramedic or a fucking or someone would have been better in that case, because you're still supposed to be Snake. Like the fucking Peace Walker Snake. So having somebody from his old unit probably would have been, like, would have been better, and that way you wouldn't have had to have fucking handicapped Miller before the game where he had all his limbs, and Snake would have known! Oh, 5 makes me so mad. We'll get there. Once we get there, we'll dissect it. It'll be fine. It's the same reason that whenever we get to Mass Effect 2, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get all my thoughts. We're getting there for Wednesday, by the way, because it was a 4-way tie, and if it was between that and Alpha Protocol, because if I'm gonna play one of the games that it was tied between, and I had the actual choice outside of Prince of Persia: Warrior Within, which has music which would get me copywritten. It's a beautiful game. Horrible mess. I love it. And Air Guys, which I could probably groove to if I really got to it. If it's between Mass Effect 2 and Alpha Protocol, it's a tough choice, but I'll play Mass Effect 2 again. I've completed the game twice, which is really sad. Whenever I've completed the original Mass Effect like 7, 8 times.
What are you laughing at? You know what day it is today.
April 30th?
Alright, so April 30th at Federalist Hall in New York.
George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence. The dawn of a new nation here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
And as much as I dislike George Sears, the fact that he wants us all to make our own decisions and not be controlled by
Jack,
our
it's not
worser
power I
instincts.
what I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities.
Because he knew the algorithms were a bad thing before the algorithms.
Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack.
Like, no, Kojima was a technophobe in this time, but at the same time, he has so much techno joy. Like, oh my god. He loves designing fucking mechs and shit. Look at this Doc Ock suit. Like, ugh. Kojima, you're a madman. I love you.
Transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history.
And now you're gonna be
Patriots are trying
scrubbed.
to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered.
When was this game made? I need to look that up real quick.
My mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty.
Title drop. Oh shit.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution.
It was released
Are formless. We are the very
a month and 2 days.
that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate
Or
us?
2 months and 2
As
days.
long as
Sorry.
this nation exists,
After 9/11.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack.
And he was
listen
already
carefully,
talking about the
like a good
algorithm.
boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by
Man.
later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is
Kojima
accumulating every
predicted
second,
memes
preserved in all its
and how they would
triteness,
destroy the
never
world.
fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right? You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
But it is.
Silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look
Fake
at the
news,
strange
one might say.
juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species.
And people
Everyone
say that
grows up being
fucking Metal
told the
Gear's a
same thing.
right-wing game.
Be
No,
nice
fuck
to other
you.
people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt.
And from addressing the one true problem.
Continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
Yeah, that's about right in our internet culture.
Neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and
Yeah.
not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of
Right?
garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
It means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or
This
something
game
Snake told
only
you.
got more relevant with time.
Right there.
It's set in like 2004 because he thought that we'd be technologically advanced enough to be
Does
like
something like
around this area.
exist inside of
And 2012 was fucking Metal Gear Solid 4.
Serves as nothing more
This
than a
is
mask
like
to cover
real.
your own being.
This is
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just
This is it.
something used
This
to
is what's
preserve
going
those
on.
positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another
He called this in
possibility that
2001.
self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
I mean, I try
It's
to
not
blame
my
myself as
fault.
much as I
It's
can.
not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself
And I
feel
think
better.
that's the biggest problem
Leaving
with
behind in
society.
an instant, the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone
Again,
like
I should be
that
pointing this way, even though there's no screen or anything this way, but at
Should
least this
someone
is
like
actually
you
pointing to the
even have
fucking
the
game.
right to decide?
done nothing but abuse your freedom?
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
No, I mean, you
Individuals
are.
are
You're trying to
supposed to
take
be
over the
weak,
world for the
but
people
far
and
from
powerless, but no,
powerless. A single person has
I
the
don't think
potential
an
to rule
AI
the world.
technocracy is like the thing we should have.
Communication.
But at the same time,
More power to the
the
individual.
AI's making a point.
Power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what
Because
is
we
wrong
figured
and
out how
what
to
needs
trick the
be
human
done
brain
for that
before we
goal.
figured out how
All
we
this
didn't
we
want
used to
AIs to
struggle
trick
with.
the human brain.
Now we think for
So
them.
we're
We
just
are
letting shit happen.
gods, after all.
That's it.
You want
This
to
is what's
control
going on right
human
now.
thought,
This is the
human
problem with the world.
behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole
Although
truth
the
to
Rose
save
in this
the
conversation isn't the real Rose, it is absolutely an AI Rose, but at the same time it's there to fuck with Raiden's mind and get him to wonder what's actually true. But there is an actual Rose.
What it does stand for is Selection for Societal Sanity. The
And
S3
yeah.
is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake.
Vision
It is
mailed.
a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
And yes, there is a mission failed in the middle, so yes, you can game over in that. I love that. Sorry, again, I need to be pointing this way.
Was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof.
Which is why I think that that's the version of Twin Snakes, is that simulation
There are also reasons
for Raiden.
behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers.
Because Snake
You know
doesn't
why
do
we
the
chose
flip.
You over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to
He does a
acknowledge
roll.
the past.
Like, it's been consistent throughout all the games. If Snake's gonna do a running dive, he does a head first roll. Only Raiden does backflips.
See only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding,
Did she, though?
to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing.
This is
but
also
look
a
out for
big problem
yourself.
with the male
Even if
communities.
you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you.
Pampered white men. Yeah, that's about right. Although he was a child soldier, not the point. Trying not to take too much piss out of Raiden. I do like Raiden.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what
Would you kindly take down this boss?
Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
All right.
Jack, my son.
Jack the Ripper
My clone
versus
brothers
Solidus
and I are called
Snake.
monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Yeah, because all three of them were mercenaries at one point.
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop. Your own double helix.
I mean, I'd argue he stays in his own endless loop and double helix anyway, but we'll get to that when we get to Rising.
We were both free.
Which needs to be after 4. I want to play Rising.
I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The nanomachine, son.
Information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex and throughout the neural network they formed.
And his source is he made it the fuck up. Anyway, John Woo,
Brace yourself.
good, I don't need to swap it.
What's wrong with you? Let's go.
And now I've just gotta
What's wrong with
be careful.
Take this.
Trying to grab the ration. Oh, I should have just waited. Alright. We're almost done. Good.
Good work, Jack. But this is where it gets interesting.
He's gonna Hulk out of the octopus arms. Now he's more Sundowner. I don't know that I've ever taken this call.
Right, you have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. We're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Really?
The code name Raiden 2 comes from the Japanese Navy's name for
That
weapons
one I do know.
interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game, exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
Alright. Fine. Alright, and then I've got one more here. Here we go! Game over. We did it. Metal Gear Solid 2 has ended. And I didn't kill him. I used the back of that goddamn blade. Stamina damage only. I still don't know how Fat Man died. Because he was unaffected by bombs. I shot him in the head with a bunch of darts, though. And he falls to death behind the statue of Washington. So, I fucking love this game. I don't know if anybody else knew, but I fucking love Metal Gear Solid 2. One of my favorite games of all time. It's amazing. I fucking love this shit. If you can seek out the HD editions, the HD edition of 2, super fucking clean. It's worth the play, 100%. So scoop that up, and especially or if you want to, it's a pretty good version. Pick up the super HD version of 3. There's one inclusion that means that I'm not personally like enthused because it was removed, and it doesn't add like a ton to the game, but there was a feature removed from the HD version that's in the original version, and I just, you know, I miss it too much. I tried to get it, and then I was just like, wait a minute, wait, why isn't it here?
Really?
What? What is here? No, no, it's not in the game. Why?
The memories you have and the
Oh
world
well,
you
it doesn't matter.
are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point.
Snake with more wisdom.
There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. what we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future.
I mean, faith is a weird word, but
Ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name and your own future.
yeah, absolutely.
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
You can, always.
Clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide.
Absolutely. It's not given to you by your family, by the church, by anything. You decide what's up to you. Or you decide your own life. You decide your path, you decide where to go from where you start. But yeah, that does mean that some people start further than you, and I want to make a more equal starting line. That's why I want to go for the ANCOM, which is why I want to get rid of so much power in like every dynamic that I can. Because I want it to be better. I want us all to have the freedom to do whatever the fuck we choose. That's it.
I'll pick my own
Hey,
name.
maybe we should all
And my
be able
own
to
life.
vote
I'll find
for like the next tax incentive or the next tax break or whatever. We should be able to vote on which roads need to be fucking filled. We should be able to vote on who our fucking boss is. Like, honestly. All of that.
We've inherited freedom from all
But
those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word. Even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his rag.
I love how
Did he head for the
Olga
Patriots?
never said the gender of her child. Snake just assumed it was a he.
Location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first.
Yep, absolutely.
And people you need to talk to.
Raiden, you hot mess. I fucking love you as a character, but you are the worst person.
Snake?
You learn absolutely nothing throughout any of your adventures, and I love it.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Okay.
Do you remember this
I'm gonna
place?
dip out. Whenever I say that, I mean I'm just gonna take myself out of the equation here. I'm gonna still be here watching the cutscene, but I'm gonna go dark.
Today is the day
So
I
thanks for
met
watching,
you.
thanks for listening, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate all of you.
That's
Anybody
it.
who is still here and anybody who wants to, go ahead and hit the follow if you want to stay abreast of what I'm doing. And if you want to, or if you really want to support or do anything else, you know the subscribe button's there. On YouTube, there's that like, comment, and also a subscribe button. So, yeah. See you later.
I think I found something to
Don't get
pass
blown up.
along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
I stare at the stars and the sky up above and think, what am I made of? Am I full of sorrow? Am I hurt and pain? Or am I filled with love? I walk by myself on the streets below, and there peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away, I'll find the joyfulness I'm looking for way back in yesterday.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?